Hey there, it's Rose. In honor of Derby Day and the Derby Day party I will be going to celebrate, I figured I would get fancy with the spices in the kitchen and make a happy little treat to bring. I found this super cute looking recipe for watermelon cups online. A little sweet, a little spicy, very fresh, very pro-fresh, and it just gives very good springtime vibes. So that's what I have prepared to make today. Let's go through all the ingredients. Of course, we have our watermelon pre-chunked for our convenience, a red onion, cilantro, I'm cilantro, the other spice girl.
I'm cilantro.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Some mint, cucumber, and lime juice. I did have some whole fresh limes, but they're looking kind of rough, so I'm just gonna go with this. For tools, we've got our cutting board, a cutting knife, and a melon baller, a 1 teaspoon, a 1/3 cup, and some individual small glass bowls to keep my chopped ingredients in. I probably don't need this many, but I just wanted to be hyper organized and have one bowl for each item I'm going to slice and dice. I'll post a link to the recipe I found down below in the description, but without further ado, let's get started. First up, we're going to chop up our leafy greens here. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons each mince. Now, I'm not all that professional, so I'm not too worried about the exact size, but I am going to try and chop them up as finely as possible. Next up is our cucumber, which is where our 1/3 cup friend comes in. Again, finely chopped into a small little baby chunks. And I saved the literal worst thing to chop for last, our red onion. You may think that my big old flying saucer discs of wide lens frames of my glasses would, block some of the vapors of the red onion, keep my eyes from burning and stinging and crying profusely. But you'd be wrong. We will need 5 whopping teaspoons of this cry ball, chopped finely. Alright, now that we've got everything chopped into itty bitty little pieces, it's time to move on to the watermelon. This recipe is supposed to produce 16 watermelon cups. We're going to take each cube and scoop out just a little piece of the top of each cube, which is where we're going to put our chopped up ingredients. Last but not least, we have our lime juice. The recipe calls for 1/2 to 1 teaspoon, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. And there we have it, folks. We have made our watermelon cups. Let's see how they turned out. Me gusta. I was fairly skeptical of how this red onion would factor into everything, but honestly, The flavors are very complementary. It gives it just like the perfect amount of briskness. It's actually really good. And the cilantro plus the mint and the cucumber, it's very cool, it's very crisp. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 overall just because my watermelon was a bit soggy. If I did this again, I would definitely try to chop up a fresh whole or even half or quarter watermelon myself. I think it would definitely add to the experience, but I can't complain. I like how these turned out and I hope the other party guests do as well. I am going to go put these in some Tupperware to bring to the party and go finish getting ready. Scene change.
I kind of like confidence game.
Then do it.
I've never been.
I'm gonna tell you, probably won't win, but you know what? If it does, it'll pay well.
What are the odds? How do you tell the odds in here? Do you know?
Are you on Twin Spires?
That is the best kind.
Alright, so the odds are here. So confidence is
Packet full of ice. Crushed ice is a box. We'll spin. Then one last little.
we'll smack them in.
Smack on top.
Smack that mint.
That's right.
Tell me that's
smack
not the
that
best you ever had.
Thank you.
Happy Derby Day!
Yay!
in. Game who was there.
Cheers.
All right, the race is about to start. We're all waiting expectantly.
Sing it, girl.
Come on, Sugar Biscuit!
Come on, confidence game! Oh, there we are. Oh! Curse you, internet.
Who is it? Three.
Oh!
How much did everybody lose? I know y'all didn't win.
Mange.
Mange.
It's always a mange. Why can it never be a bard? Hey there, it's Rose. I feel wonderfully pretentious. I hope you enjoyed watching my Derby Day adventures. That's all for this video, and I will see you in the next vlog. Until next time.